Hi guys, welcome to LDFS. I'm Dr. Lakshmy. Today we are starting with a series on corona specific problems which we faced during these tough times. If you have any topic in mind, you can send us a WhatsApp message and we will be happy to create a video on that topic as well. So today's topic is how to manage our expenses better. During this corona time, our expenses were either same or rather increasing because of the implementations of other things like PPE, sanitization, fumigation, etc. We had to invest in our clinic so that we will survive this corona time and it will be safe for us, our family, our staff, and also our patients. But because of those things, those implementation, our expenses were increasing, but our income wasn't increasing exponentially because either we were out of work for some time or the patients were not visiting us so frequently because of lockdown or other reasons. So we our income wasn't increasing exponentially as our expenses was increasing. And in and this arises this makes us ask that question, that how to tackle expenses, how to reduce it. We all want to do that, don't we? Now, in order to do that, we need to first understand and focus on our expenses. There is a saying in business management that what is not measured cannot be improved or managed. That means if you want to reduce your expenses, if you want to manage it better, you have to know exactly how much is your expense and how is it divided into various parts. If somebody will ask you what was the expense of last month, you should know the exact figure. You should never say that roughly it was around 50,000 or 90,000. You should know exactly how much it is. If it was 89,530, you should know that. When we know that, we will be able to tackle it better. And when we know the individual divisions of how and where it is going, we'll know and understand different ways of how we can reduce it. So the first step of reducing or tackling the expenses is to create an expense tracker. Now, what do I mean by expense tracker is you should have a system where we record everything, the small expenses, the big expenses, everything, starting from the rent to the small expenses like your waste disposal money or your transportation charges, everything. Everything should be included in that expense. When we write everything in detail, we understand a lot of things about our expenses. If you have been doing that, great, awesome. But if you have not started yet, start it today. Start it from the month you remember how your expenses were, what your expenses were. Start from that month. If you don't have a system yet, we have created a sample expense tracker using Google Sheets. We'll show you that in this video, and at the end of this video we are giving that as a freebies also, so you guys can see that how it is and you can create something similar of your own. And in this we have tried to comprise of all the expenses which majority of the clinic will be having. There will be some additions or subtractions from your side because everyone will have different kind of expense. If my majority of the expense goes towards EMI of my clinic, for some people it will be the EMI of the student loan, for some other it will be the rent, for some it will be the salary. It will be different for everybody. We can't generalize it, but we have tried to comprise all the expenses in that tracker. So let me share my screen with you guys. So this is the expense tracker sheet which I was talking about. This I have created in Google Sheets. If you want to know how to create it by yourself, let me know in WhatsApp. We will be happy to create a video on that. So I'll just show you what it is. So here we have created a table. The first column is the month column, where we have started with January 2021 and we have made it till December 2021, this full year. And we have tried to write all the different expenses which we have, like the rent, EMI, salary, lab expenses, material expenses, repair expenses, various things. We have tried to comprise everything, and we have written the specialist expenses, any extra expenses, everything. At the end, we have already created a a column where the total expense is written. Here, we have already entered the formula so that whatever you guys are entering in this column, it will be automatically added up and will be added over here. Like, I'll just show you an example. If your marketing expense for January month was 1000, just write 1000, press enter, and it will be automatically entered over here. Now you wanted to add one more thing, specialist expense. Let's suppose this was around 5000. Enter 5000, press enter, it is automatically added and it is 6000. We have made this so that it's easy for you guys. You don't have to do anything. You just have to enter the expenses and it will be automatically added to your total expense. And the benefit is we can see individual how much is your expenses. So there will be few columns which you don't need. You can delete those columns. You can add certain columns also. You can easily edit this file. So this is a sample kind of expense tracker. There are different type of expense tracker you can create. This is just a sample which I used in my clinic. I hope you like this, and if you want to have this as a freebie, then you just have to type expense and send us a WhatsApp message. The first 100 dentists will be receiving this expense tracker for free. So if you want it, you can just message us expense on WhatsApp on this number. We'll be happy to send you. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you liked today's video. Until next time, bye.